Hello, this is Will from JourneyWallStreet.blogspot.com. I'm here to do a trade review for a BIDU trade I was in this morning. So, bigger picture is here's BIDU. It's kind of here's the levels I was really looking at. Um, Here and kind of down here. So, as long as it was above this level, which is this level, which is also the high of kind of like the pivot high here, then maybe it could hold along the EMAs and continue to trade higher. And also, I was looking at this top of the gap level too. So let's just go to the trades. Uh, Basically, it's a fairly simple setup. I mean, you can see kind of a nice little rounded base here. I mean, you could almost say this is like a cup pattern with this is a super small handle. But all I really did was just play the breakout. Well, the anticipation of a breakout. So I got in on this candle, and my stop was below is around 40 cents. The 40 cents. I was really only risking like 30 cents on this trade, so I decided to put in my a full position because I had that gap level, excuse me, this gap level as a target. So my RVR at this time was, let's see, about a little bit less than 3 to 1, 2.5 to 1, which is still pretty decent. So after I bought the breakout, it started trading higher. I didn't really do anything with it, and it pulled back right to this level. I initially thought about adding, but I decided that I was in a full position already, so I didn't want to mess with it. And as the trade was going up, I decided to sell some right here because as I was watching the SPYs, I noticed this. And if you watched my LinkedIn review, then you would know what I'm doing already. So, if you look at the SPYs on intraday, you see it was been trading in a pretty nice channel pretty much the entire day. So around the same area here, I thought that it was going to hit the top of the channel and kind of trade down lower. So I wanted to be more cautious with my trade rather than hope for a breakthrough, since this is close enough to my target. So I decided to sell some here, and when it broke below this area, I sold some more right down here. And finally, I just raised my stop to break even at this point. Well, it was a free money trade for the rest of my shares, but towards the end of the day, I just said forget it. I sold it here because it was kind of close enough to my target, and that target actually was pretty spot on, since yeah, it was pretty spot on here. Another kind of target I had was a little bit of a measured move from this consolidation range, or this basing pattern, which is pretty much more or less that same area. So I pretty much got what I wanted out of this trade, and it worked out. But the more I look at this stock and how it has been trading, I was thinking about this. So, bigger picture, I mean, potentially I would have been able to just kind of bid at the EMAs. I mean, still kind of in an uptrend above these pivot areas. So potentially that could have been a feeler trade. And if that was the case, then kind of this this little wedge here could have been another place to add size. And then once it broke down through here, add more size. So, I mean, that would be a tough trade, but ideally that's what would be the best case scenario. Buy some here, add some here, add through here and sell into that target area. But in order for me to be able to actively make a trade like that, I have to really do more research and do more planning to be able to do this. I mean, all I really did was switch to BIDU, saw this, and got in. It's still not a terrible trade, but uh, it just could be a whole lot better had I put more effort into finding ideas. But anyways, that's all for now, and I'll talk to you guys again soon.